Alright, we're gonna go over the Spawn characters or figures that we got. Um, they're not all Spawn actually. Todd McFarlane created Spawn and the figures for it. It's like super detailed, around 5 to 10 inch figures. Um, Sold from about 95 through '06, something around there. That was the prime years for them. A bunch of different series of Spawn, like 20 something series of Spawn, if not more. Plus Todd McFarlane also uh, did a few series for Clive Barker movies, or books. One was the Infernal Parade. I believe that's how it is, Infernal Parade. I may have that word wrong. The other was the Twisted Fairy Tales. Spawn and Twisted Fairy Tales and the Infernal Parade and McFarlane's Monsters. Those are all some series that he was behind the detailing of the figures, which are super detailed, mostly monsters of some sort, but pretty much it's either a monster or it's just something that probably normal people around here would say is really messed up, just cause it's, I mean, Clive Barker, I mean, they're horror action figures basically, and we have a couple of those. They're not all that bad. Most of them are actually just mean looking. That's it. Because most of them, like I said, are monsters of some sort. The only ones that I have they're all mostly monsters. I got 2 Tortured Soul series, but pretty much everything else is a monster, just because they look really cool and they're cool conversation pieces. I don't intend on having them, like keeping them forever. All of them except for the one we're going to go over in this video and the heap, which we went over in a different video. All the other ones are still in the box, but that's going to change. Some of them are going to come out. Most of them will stay in the box. So yeah, that's basically the story behind all of these figures that we're going to go over in the next set of videos. But we'll kind of go from the bottom up. The heap didn't count. The heap was from Spawn Series 12. That one we went ahead and did because it was so dang cool. My favorite one by far. But going through the Todd McFarlane toy series, we're going to start from the bottom up. Let me turn that off. Bottom up, what I mean by that is not really my least favorite, but, well, you'll see. Alright, so without further ado, here's the first one. This is Mutant Spawn. It's from Series 23, the Mutations. On the box itself, it says that it's just Spawn, but obviously being from Spawn Mutations, yeah, I guess it's just, I have never read a Spawn comic. Robbie is the comic dude, so he could probably tell you more details sometime whenever he goes over his Spawn characters. This one is not complete. I got it loose. I paid like $5 for it, including shipping. It was like $5, between $5 and $7. But it looks so dang cool because the detail is insane on this thing. And it's really neat looking. It's probably, I'd say, a good 5 inches tall at least. I mean, look at that mouth. What it's missing is there originally had a lot of chains on it. You can see it's you can kind of see it's dangling there. And it's got some hooks in it. There was more chains hanging on him. I believe, see, he's got this real long thumb above his hand. That may have been on both sides. I don't know that for sure, that it was on both sides. But because there's nothing on this hand to indicate that there was one there. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It kind of adds to the question, or it kind of adds to the mystery about this creature, that he's got one big extended thumb. He's like an eye. don't know what an IA is, look it up. But like this, it could be that it was just this arm, because this arm has got this, looks like a ram's horn growing out of his elbow, and this side does not. And this is, I can tell this is made into it. There was not one on this side at any point. Another thing is no tail. Originally had this big twisty tail. It was like a tri-tail looking thing, or a double tail sort of thing. And it was kind of twisty. This one does not have it, but I think it's actually cooler without a tail. And oh yeah, one other thing. This is the middle piece. This is the I guess would be the right piece, and there was a left piece. Whatever the heck these things are, I guess they're like back tails, sort of. It's missing it, or shoulder
spines.
Yeah, shoulder spines. He's got the one in the middle and the one on the right side. He's missing the one that went on the left side. But everything that was on his, I don't care that the chains aren't there. The hooks are still in him. I don't really care that the chains aren't there. I don't really care that the tail isn't there. I do wish that other spine was there, but you know, that's just me being picky. The only thing that I would change about this really would be, originally it had a stand that the feet, they have these little holes on the bottom of the feet, you know, like most action figures do, really, so they can, you snap them into the hole and they stand up on their stand like so, and it keeps them from falling over. For it kind of lets them have a little bit more freedom of detail without having to worry about it falling over. But this didn't come with that. This didn't come with anything but what you see right here. But you know, overall it's really cool. It looks like just a big nasty monster. It's got some weight to it. I'm not good at estimating exact weight or anything like that, but you know, it's definitely heavier than average action, like single 3 3/4 inch action figure. It's probably about the weight of 7 or 8 of those, maybe even 10. The heap, the one we did in the other video, is probably the weight about 20 3 3/4 inch Star Wars action figures. It's really heavy. But yeah, the bigger they are, the more detail you can put in them. So that's it for this creature, and we'll do something different next time. Peace. Something that's not broken.